and nothing more. And I think we owe it to this country and to this House to have more sense and less sensationalism, more facts and less falsehood, and more detail and less diversion. Let me suggest to you,
No, please.
He is not easy.
No, you please. No, take your seat. I will deal with that. आप लोग बैठिए, I will deal with that. आप लोग बैठिए. Please assume your seat. What is your point of order? What is your point of order?
Point of order
What is your point of order?
That the honorable member has cast an aspersion on the House.
No.
Because the House
I am
should
doing the
not
opposite,
be.
sir. I am doing the opposite.
You check the record.
I will go through the
what
record.
should be expunged. Because it is an aspersion on the House.
I will go through the record. If
Yes.
there is aspersion against the
Yes.
House, I will delete it.
Yes.
Please. Chodo, let it speak. Let it speak.
I am astonished when I am doing the opposite of my friend is saying, and he's saying I am casting aspersion. But let us go, sir. Let me take the bull by the horns. Let us travel seriatim from the CP to the VP to the AP. Let us take it straight away. Now let us look at the head of a party here who is tried to be vilified. The totality of this Italian judgment, whose official translation we still don't have, has this to say about that person. It's a letter written to one Peter Hule by Hashke, who says, "Dear Peter, given that Mrs. Gandhi is the driving force behind the helicopter, behind the deal, she will fly no longer with MI8. Mrs. Gandhi and her closest advisors are the persons that the English ambassador should. These persons should be addressed by the English ambassador. The English ambassador in India is called the High Commissioner. The advisors are listed hereby." And then after one para, he says the advisors are the Prime Minister, Ahmed Patel, Pranab Mukherjee, Narayanan, Oscar Fernandez, etc. Now, sir, whichever way this sentence is read, howsoever distorted it is read, I want to ask myself, does it suggest that anybody talked to any of these persons to offer a bribe? Is it not plain English that they are stating the obvious, that people who use and fly on these helicopters are VVIPs, and they would not want to fly in old, outdated machines called MI8? On this logic, everybody mentioned in the next paragraph, from the current president to several other names, are all culpable merely because they find a mention. Sir, is this the way we have to tilt and windmills? There is not anything here about anybody except a statement of fact that VVIPs travel in these helicopters, and these helicopters would be required because the old helicopters would not be acceptable to them. And I hope nobody is suggesting that the advice of Mr. Hashke is to request the British ambassador to go and bribe these people. Second, this judge who wrote this judgment, more than 1,000-page judgment, he's called the President, Judge Maiga. How did he understand this detailed inquiry over 1 year? We have had his benefit. You know, the Italians have an inquisitorial system whereby judges can speak even after the judgment, not like our adversarial system. So the judge speaks extensively to a channel in India. And I'm only quoting that part about the CP. We'll come to the VPs and the APs later. He says, "We have no evidence against Sonia." I'm quoting, unquoting. "We have no evidence against Sonia Gandhi. Only a mention of her in a fax. The translation of the fax was sent to Mr. Michel. Ms. Gandhi has been indicated as someone who will fly in the VVIP helicopters. The same place is the mention of Mr. Manmohan Singh. This manuscript was found in the jail of Mr. Orsi. He wrote this slip of paper with the names of the Italian Prime Minister, the Indian Prime Minister, the ambassador, etc. So now, are we, sir, with great respect, this proud, largest democracy